to Lesson 3 of how to use files and folders. In the previous 2 lessons, we learned how to create a folder, how to name a folder, how to rename it, how to delete it, how to add to it, and even how to create an alias so that your desktop is nice and clean. Now I have prepared a folder with some items in it. You can see right here. Currently it is Untitled Folder. I click on it once. I can hit my enter or return, name it. We'll call this one Test Folder. I can hit my return or enter, and now it has its new name. We learned in the previous lessons how right-clicking will open up menus native to whatever you are right-clicking on. Right-click on the desktop, you get something different. Right-click on your folder, you get items that pertain to that folder. And the first one we're going to use is Open. Come right over to Open, and now we are looking at the contents of our test folder. There's the name test folder, and we have our different views. We went over this a little bit before. This first view is as icons. Now when you put your mouse over an item, it's going to give you a flyout and it will tell you what that item does. This one changes the item arrangement. This one shows items as icons. This is the icon view. As a list view, in columns, so you can see where they are nested. And then we also have cover flow, and we have different tasks that we can do. This is the same almost as our right-clicking on the folder. Here we can create a new folder inside our test folder, move it to trash, do different things, arrange by different arrangements. We will go down and choose none. So we are looking at back to the icon view. We are looking at our folder contents. We are looking at our folder contents in the icon view, and we can arrange them by name, by kind. Now this is very helpful. You can see it puts all the images together, tells you that they are images. There's the music. It's all together if we had more than one music. And our documents. So this is very nicely organized as far as being in the icon view. You can also arrange them by application. This tells you it was created with iTunes or opened in iTunes. This will open in preview if you double click on these pictures. They will not open in another application, just preview. And these will open in text edit. They are a document created most likely with Word and some frequently asked questions, which RTF is a rich text file. Now we are going to look at them at the date last opened. Doesn't really tell us too much. There's our little docs over there. This will show more when we look at it in different views. Date added, doesn't really tell us shows much. Date modified, again, these will show up more when we are in list view. Size. The size, you can see it goes from 1 megabyte to 100 megabytes, from 10 kilobytes to 1 megabyte. Show all 5 would make the folder bigger, and now we can see all of the files in there. If our folder is very small, you'll see it starts stacking them up. Now let's go to the list view. Again, let's change this back to none. We're looking at it in the list view, and now you see there's more information here. And now we do have when it was modified, the size, and the type of image it is. And again, if we put our mouse over the little lines, we can pull this out so we can see the entire type of document it is. And it was a Word document. MP3 audio, JPEG images with the extension .jpg, not JPEG. We can look at this as name. Again, this would be in alphabetical order with the numbers listing first, C, F, L. These are all in alphabetical order because we are arranging it by name. Kind. Again, like when we were in the icon view, it's nicely organized into the type of file it is. The application, again, like the icon view, what it was created with or will open in. Date last opened tells you that. And date modified shows the same. Date created shows the same. These just happen to be modified and created on the same day. Now, again, we are looking at it by size, going from small to large. And we can see how we can arrange them. We have our view options. We can get our info. When we get our info, you see that you have the option to label an item. Let's select an item and let us get the information for that, get info for that item. Now you see it is separate, and we can label it so that it is colored. We can again close these with our red button, select another item, right click on this, get our info, and there's our beautiful information with our icon, a lot of different information, and let's label this one blue. So you see there's yet another way of organizing our files and folders by label, by name, by size, when it was created, lots and lots of different options. Let's go into our column view. Now the labels are standing out nicely. Really can organize it and see it. Again, should we organize it by name? Alphabetical order. Kind. There we go again. Similar to when we were looking at it in icon view and list view. Very, very helpful. And by the application, again, very nice the way it's organized. This will make your life a lot easier. And by our labels. And there's our beautiful labels on the top. If we want to take the label off, go to Info, get our info for Tokyo, and take that label off. And do the same thing. Get our info for our frequently asked questions. Get info. And take that label off also. And now we're back to items with no labels. Back to the name. You will find the way to work that works best for you. Back to the icon view. We have arrange by. We have our view options. And here you can see we can change the size of the icon. Our grid spacing. Whether the label is on the bottom or to the right. You can go through these, make the text larger, smaller. Everything is customizable. Show the item information or not. There's our icon. We are not seeing the icon preview now. We're just seeing what it generically defaults to. Take away the item information. That just gives you information, the size of the document, different information depending on what you are doing. And we can change the background of our folder. We can choose Bottom, background, arrange by name, arrange by size. Always open an icon view. There's our icon view. We don't want to always open it. Back to our list, our columns, our views, our view options. All of this is to make your life a lot easier. Arrange by name. A lot of this is redundant. Gets a little repetitious. Again, there's our test folder on the desktop. It shows us where it's nested. And we want to arrange them. I like to arrange them by name. I think it's just easier if you're in the list view and you have them arranged in alphabetical order. Although that will be something that is up to you. You may decide that it's easier to have them organized by the type of document they are, or by the application that they were created in or will open in. And I think that does pretty much for today everything that you need to know about views for your folders.